generally we monitor. And second thing, since we had a bad experience with the T3 and T1, so whenever T3 tries to comes to this tiger, we get the information, but we don't do anything. This time the T1 is in full control of T3. Even he came and sat 100 meters away from this place. She went and met him, said no to him. He was sitting all the day there. Matlab till date, only for just 15 minutes, T3 came to the den side, met the cubs and went away. Even the elder son that we have seen yesterday, he was not allowed to come to den side. He was sitting just 200 meters away and then he was sitting that side. The communication skills of these cats, we don't know exactly, but they are very strong. Once you are in command, then you have to listen.
So this is T1?
Huh?
This tiger's T1?
T1 is here only.
No, I'm sorry, I missed it. How many teams do you have out now?
Three.
Three.
Okay.
Three parties in each team.
24/7.
24/7. Gradually we are going to withdraw this type of very close intensified monitoring schedules, because now the population is dynamics are coming into place, and then we now from very soon we are going to switch over to overall population management. So as on date we are managing individuals. In a matter of 6 months after monsoon, in all probability, we'll switch over our gears to next level.
So I just want to understand, what is there a kind of a particular area where T1, T2 and T3 are kind of congregating?
Yes, that's a very right thing. I wanted to tell you every time, which I could not. Now all these tigers does have their own places. Overlap is very minimal. And then females really interaction between the females is almost nil. In all probability, they should be sensing the fecal matter and urine matter and then moving away. And thus T1 occupies the very prime space. Next prime space is occupied by T2. Then now T4 is there in Bodh Road. It's a newly vacated area. And T4 is just down below towards the southern end of this park.
How far in kilometer?
Roughly I can say T1's overall area of occupation is around say 120 square kilometers. Roughly the same area occupied by T2. T4's area is slightly smaller. And then T4 again is operating in a very bigger place, around more than 150 square kilometers. Whereas T3 covers everybody. His area of operation is more than 350 square kilometers.
He kind of goes through every...
He goes to every other...
unifying source.
He is the man who is connecting everybody. Wherein this registry is here there only for 15 days. Next 15 days the register gets changed. This register goes and gets deposited in my office, wherein all the information that is available here gets deposited on the GPS domain, and then we monitor, we analyze the data and then arrive at some possible managerial interventions, whether it is required or not required. Then this part of monitoring is done by the park management, and then other than this camera trap and other triangulation based monitoring is done by research partner from the Wildlife Institute of India.
Okay, one issue which I want to understand is, you have, which I have been crying about, daily system of monitoring. You have a daily MIS. Management Information System.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Which gives you a... This is about the tigers movement.
Yes.
What about ecological management of the park? Invasive species,
ecological,
water,
okay.
All that. What's happening there?
You see, with respect to water hole management, we do all the water holes have been is on the GPS domain. Okay. And then we do know which are the perennial ones, which are the temporary ones. Wherever there is a shortage of water in different water holes, especially in very critical areas, as you have seen the water tankers, they go and fill in the pinch period. They do fill in the pinch period because they are very, very essential in such places. And then second thing, with respect to fire management, we do have a separate fire plan for every year. Of course, it gets improved over the years, but basically it is the same plan. We do have fire breaks. Almost our 90% of efforts goes into the fire breaks, because here if there is a fire it will be very severe because the soil is very thin. We are going to a place where I can show you if the same area gets burnt for 2 times, 3 times because of the wildfires, all the tree cover of that area is lost, because the root system gets damaged and then it's lost. So fire management for this park is very, very important, because the fire can catch up to 100 feet and away, and then if there is very bad winds, then the fire can jump over from one plateau to other plateau also. Such a scenario is very, very bad thing for the park, first thing. And then water management, fire management. Other than that, key, what should I say, with respect to herbivore management, basically herbivore densities are done by the Wildlife Institute of India. Up to 2005 we used to count them by individuals, as we have done earlier, but now that individual count system has been kept in shells. Now only camera trap based and then transect based systematic counting is done. We are going to get this data in another, say, 2 months to 3 months time to come. So this is how the entire system is getting managed. With respect to security, we take advantage of this edges. This is one plateau 1, that is plateau 2. All along the edges where we get the vantage points, we do have watchtowers. Again, they work on 24/7 basis. And this park does have one advantage: nobody can enter the park with vehicle without not getting noticed by us. So that way 90% of the security is done by these people. Almost 80% of the area is under the continuous watch of all these people. And then if there is a fire, immediately it gets reported to headquarters wherever I am. And then we ensure that the parties reach to the place and then douse it. Then the moment it gets doused off, again we are reported. If there is a big fire, then everybody is there together.